Hello, it is Friday, December 13th, 2024. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Friday crossword, which means we're going to be solving the first of two themeless puzzles for the week. Could be a puzzle with some tricky clues, some misdirection, some punniness. Let's find out. And this potentially tricky, misdirecting, or punny edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by a new benefactor. Welcome to Trennan Levitt. Thank you so much, Trennan, for joining the ranks of the benefactors on the Daily Solve Patreon campaign to support this channel day in, day out. He's joined, as always, by the indomitable Showmaster, the indefinable Charlie Paget, and the inexplicable Chris Ward. Did I say indefinable twice? The indomitable Showmaster? I don't know. Sorry if I got that wrong. In any case, those four are benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign, and they do support this channel day in, day out. For that, I'm very grateful. And if you'd like to join their ranks, you can head to patreon.com/dailysolve or click the description field link, where you'll find the bonus videos available to patrons. And for those four, including our new benefactor, Trennan Levitt, the Let's Check the Crosses official mug. Thank you again to those four and to everybody who supports the channel at any level by way of Patreon. And thanks as well if you subscribe on YouTube, which is a huge help. And you can also join the Daily Solve Discord chat server, a nice friendly chat community linked in the description field. So let's get on to today's themeless Friday crossword by Ryan Patrick Smith, who's constructed a small handful of puzzles for the New York Times. It was edited once again by Joel Faliano. No theme, let's start solving. Put a lid on it. So, I mean, obviously that phrase means be quiet or, shush, but it's not in quotation marks, which makes me think, and it has an exclamation point. And the exclamation point often means the clue is something you could say about the answer rather than defining or serving as a synonym for the answer. So it could be something like a pot or a saucepan or something. I don't know. Put a lid on it, a bin. I don't know. W for one. Could be, my first thought was direction, west, but then I thought maybe George W. Bush, the former U.S. president, was often referred to as W, and just as W is an abbreviated form of his name, it may be the case that we're looking for POTUS, which is an abbreviation of President of the United States. This is a bit of a guess, but let's see if it works. Put a lid on it. So pot something? I don't know. Chance meeting greeting. Oh, it's you? No. Oh, hi there. I don't know. Oh, hello? Maybe it's that. Let's see. Question after an untimely joke. Untimely. Oh, too soon. You're right. You tell the joke, you see the awkward response, and you might say, oh, too soon. Pronouncing pronunciation as pronunciation. Pronunciation. I see. Okay, pronouncing pronunciation as pronunciation. You do hear that sometimes because obviously pronunciation is related to the word pronounce. And so sometimes people kind of insert that extra O into pronunciation and turn it into pronunciation. So what would it be? What would the and pronouncing, of course, is in the clue. I don't know what we're looking for there. What about this now in Spanish? Oh, it's probably going to start with an A. It would probably be a horo, right? A hora or a horo, I'm not sure. So this is not pot something, which makes sense because I wasn't finding a good answer to that anyway. So this is an O or an A. I don't remember which. Dorothea, who documented the Great Depression. Oh, interesting. I'm sure I'll have encountered this name, but I can't think offhand. Garden variety poker. Something you use to poke, I don't know, to sort of till soil or something? I'm not sure what we're looking for here. Like a spade? I don't know. Steps down. Resigns. You could step down from a post, resign from a job. 1972 Gilbert O'Sullivan hit with a melancholy title. I don't know offhand. Draining issue. A clog might prevent draining and pipe work. And blank Marie organization method. Oh, this is Con Marie, which is an inversion of the name Marie, an inversion and contraction of the name Marie Kondo, who's the, what is she? Is she tidying up expert, I think? Is that how you'd refer to it? Put a lid on it. Why can I not see what this is? It looks like the name Patrick, which doesn't make any sense. Pet rock almost, but I'm pretty sure that there's going to be an A here. I don't know what this is, sorry. What about this? Pronunciation as pronunciation. It's I guess POTUS could be wrong. It feels like it's working, but maybe it isn't. Dorothea. Okay, maybe I should delete that. Stars are big ones. Nove? That doesn't really make sense. Oh, big names. A star, a celebrity is a big name. Okay. Don't know the answer to this. This is probably an N. A long something. Oh, a hat rack? You put a lid meaning hat. You put it on a hat rack. That could be the case. So W for it's not the president. It's a hotel, right? So coincidentally, the O and T were correct and in the same position. So that allowed me to maintain that error for quite some time. Okay, so then pronunciation as pronunciation would be erring. It would be making a mistake because in fact that O is not in the word. So. Oh, Lang. Is it Dorothea Lang? That name definitely sounds familiar to me. Okay, I think that's probably right. So now in Spanish is ahora, and then garden variety poker. Oh, I see. It's a thorn. It pokes you, and it might be in a garden. Okay, fair enough. Okay, 1972, Gilbert O'Sullivan hit with a melancholy title, Alone. I don't know. Alone. Can't think. Statistics calculation. Odds, I don't know what this is. Test releases. Not sure. Oh, betas maybe? Beta test software. You do a beta release before it's considered complete. Lodge could be to bunk with someone, to lodge with them maybe? I'm not sure if that's right. Office lackey. A gopher or something? Lodge. To which a to from label might be attached. Gift wrap or I'm not sure. Away for a while, on leave maybe. Attacked from the sides, strafed or sieged. Oh yeah, okay, strafe. So like a strafing run, like aircraft doing a strafing run, attacking from the sides. Okay, I think that's right. So office lackey is not gopher, if that's in fact correct. I'm not sure. Nacre on a nice guitar, say. Oh, inlay. Oh, right. Okay, so this is wrong. You might have nacre the material inlaid into, patterns in the woodwork of a guitar. Okay, so what would this be then? Attacked from the sides. Don't know. Drift. Lodge. Lodge could be a noun or a verb. Dessert made with a double boiler, a flan. You sort of steam it, essentially, I guess. Achilles, e.g. A sort of a hero of the classical world, but could also be. Could it be referring to your Achilles heel? Or, Achilles tendon? Sorry, that's what probably is. Yes, tendon. Okay. I had to think of the word tendon in order to consider the other possibility, and that's probably what it is. Your Achilles tendon. Okay. Obviously drawn from the Achilles heel myth. To which a to from label might be attached. Gift. It is gift something, probably. Maybe this is gopher. So attacked from the side. Oh, flanked. Right. You were flanked in a military context. Okay. So cheesy casserole, baked ZT, maybe? Sort of similar to lasagna, but uses a different pasta. To which a to from label might be attached. A gift bag. That's what it is. Struck. Oh, no. A gift box. Okay. That's in fact what it is. Because if you struck something out, you X'd it out, maybe on a paper. Went too far, you overreached or you over something. This looks like meander. Yes, it is drift. To drift along, to meander along, to wander aimlessly, perhaps. Performers of note. Musicians, they literally play notes. They perform notes, music notes. So lodge is bury. Oh, I guess I see. So to lodge something in, some material might be to bury it in there. Okay. What Han Solo never wants to be told? Oh, he never wants to be told the odds. That's funny because I said the word odds earlier for, what was the statistical calculation? Did we ever solve that? No, we didn't. Mean, maybe? Like the mean value of a set of numbers? The mathematical average could be. Anyway, we'll keep going. So yes, Han Solo from Star Wars says, never tell me the odds. Open as a compressed file to unzip it if it was a file compressed with the zip algorithm. Went too far is overdosed. Maybe over. Oh no, it's overdid it. Right. Okay, so it doesn't end in ed. Title princess in a Gilbert and Sullivan opera. Right. So we've got Gilbert O'Sullivan and Gilbert and Sullivan in the same puzzle. I'm not actually very familiar with the works of Gilbert and Sullivan, to be honest. So Ida, it looks like, but we'll find out. Scatterbrained could be spacey. And recurring quirk is a tick. There we go, something you might just do involuntarily. Hallmark of a hypocrite could be insincerity. There we go. Alone. I just can't think what this is. Something to show for a toe. Oh, right. Okay, I was thinking these double A's might be troublesome, but in fact, it's a triple A. It's your AAA card. Your I think American Automobile Association card might qualify you for a free tow, I suppose, if your car breaks down. So sœur de la mère. So this is sister of the mother. Would be tante, the aunt. And what's black and white and wet all over? An orca, a killer whale, the marine animal. Okay, sexually charged title. Sorry about that, my phone keeps going. Sexually charged title track of a hit 1973 album. Let's Get It On by Marvin Gaye. There we go, that's what it is. All right, great. So we have quite a few musical references in today's puzzle. It's not a theme, but it feels like a sort of light thematic bent. Question that one is tricked into asking in a classic gag. I don't know. Is it a knock-knock joke or something? I don't think it is. Blank shock, Japan's term for the video game crash of 1983. Atari, I guess? I've never heard this phrase before. Atari shock. It must be that. Atari being a major video game developer and publisher of the time. Question that one is tricked into asking in a classic gag. Is it underwear? I don't think I know this joke, but I can imagine there being a joke in which someone says it's under their underwear, and then you've tricked someone into saying underwear, and that's presumably funny in the context of the rest of the gag. Okay, single with the 2009 double platinum album Rated R. Rihanna, maybe? R for Rihanna, perhaps? Let's see if that holds true. My heart is like a singing bird. Blank nest is in a watered shoot. Christina Rossetti. Oh, and Rihanna's another musician, so there we go. And here we have a poet. Whose nest? There we go, that looks correct. So we've got music, we've got poetry. It's a very artistic crossword today. Count Blank, a.k.a. Nosferatu. Oh, Count Orlok is the name of the vampire in the Murnau film Nosferatu, which has been remade a couple of times, including very recently by David Eggers. I've not yet seen that remake of Nosferatu, but the original film Nosferatu was based on Bram Stoker's Dracula, but Murnau couldn't get the rights to it, so he sort of changed just enough from Dracula to be not considered infringing. Although I think they were sued anyway. I don't remember exactly what came of that, but anyway, now we have this parallel story, Nosferatu, which itself has been remade several times. Elevated pitches are, don't know, but it probably ends with an S. Compound formed from an alcohol and an acid. An ester, maybe? An aromatic sort of compound. Let's see. The Fault in Our Stars genre, informally. Oh, I've not read this, but I've certainly heard of it. It's teen literature, teen lit. Okay, book identifier, often. That's spine. You might identify it by its spine. It'll have author and title and publisher on there usually. Elevated pitches are, oh, sharps. Oh, right. Okay, more music. So a sharp note is one semitone higher than the natural version of that note in music. Bean on the screen. Sean Bean is an actor. Okay. Without exception. bar none. You might say of this. Every single clue in this puzzle is very difficult. Bar none. American Dad error. It looks like TBS. That's a U.S. television network, so it's probably the answer. And major product of Jordan could be right. So it's not Jordan the country, but rather Michael Jordan, the legendary basketball player who has branded sneaker line Air Jordan. Okay. So cornmeal cake, cornmeal is essentially polenta. First airline to fly a jumbo jet must have been Pan Am. That sounds right. Pan Am was the kind of, romantic, ambitious airline of the mid 20th century. Cars known as Vauxhalls in the UK. Yeah, what are these? I know that Vauxhalls are, which is a British car make, and looks like it should be pronounced Vauxhall, but it's not. It's Vauxhall. Anyway, are they Opals? What are I know that they're rebadged some other European car make. I think it must be Opal. Let's see. Features. Let's just see if that works. Features of work boots. Oh, toe caps. Yes, you could have metal toe caps on work boots. Main course. Not sure. Touchdown. E.g. Not sure about that either. Slack alternative in brief. Oh, Microsoft Teams. MS Teams. Yeah, there we go. Which many of us have been forced into using in recent years. Drink similar to champagne. Oh, cava. It's another sparkling wine. Prosecco, cava, champagne. Touchdown, e.g. could be arrival, an aircraft, for instance. It's touchdown, it's arrival at its destination. Tech entrepreneur Altman. Oh, this must be Sam Altman of OpenAI fame. It's always in the news these days. Main course, question mark. It could be main, like the sea. Yeah, it is. Okay, sea lane. So a course through Maine, the ocean, could be a lane, a sea lane. Okay. Like a shipping route or something. Antarctic penguin. Don't know. Makeup of a sleeve. Oh, tattoo art? Yes, you could have a sleeve tattoo, that covers your arm, and the makeup of it would be the tattoo art. Chargeable conveyances are EV something maybe, or chargeable conveyances. Don't know. Spanish pronoun could be una. Let's see. What about this? Drain away. Leach. Like a liquid. Let's see. Contribute to a company. What was this again? Oh, yeah. Okay, we'll come back to that. Contribute to a company, say. Act. An acting company, right. So on stage, perhaps. Like a theater company. Trig ratio, so trigonometric ratio, but trigonometric or trigonometry has been contracted to trig, so the answer will also be contracted or abbreviated form. So it could be, it looks like cotangent or cotan in its shortened version. So what's this again? Oh, alone again. Probably should have been able to infer that, but I didn't. That's the Gilbert O'Sullivan hit. All right. And then chargeable conveyances are... I'm not sure. Oh, e-scooters, right. Yes. You see those around cities these days where you can just sort of, rent e-scooters by the minute, electric scooters. Okay. So Spanish pronoun is esa. Okay, there we go. That's fine. Place for an ornament is a hood ornament of a car, I think, a hood. And then Antarctic penguin must be Adderley. Oh, that looks familiar. Adderley. I must have seen, pictures of this particular penguin or something, because that sounds familiar. And there we go. That was the Friday crossword. No theme, although we did have, maybe a slight tendency of the puzzle towards music and musicians and even a bit of poetry in there. What all did we have? We had, now I'm not going to remember, but we had references to Marvin Gaye, to Rihanna, to Gilbert O'Sullivan, to Gilbert and O'Sullivan. I think we had music, we had the sharp note. Yeah, so quite a bit of that throughout today's puzzle, and then a bit of poetry as well over here by Christina Rossetti. And there we have it. Oh, and then film, we've got Count Orlok from Nosferatu. Anyway, that is the, and even a guitar, right? We had the nigger inlay on a guitar. So it feels sort of intentional on the part of the constructor, perhaps. But yes, there we go. That was the Friday crossword. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back tomorrow with another themeless puzzle. Saturday could be trickier than this one. We'll find out. So do join me for that. But until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Friday. Take care.